He was the norm of Red Devil. Every day, here comes Frank.
He is like clockwork coming in here.
He would come through the door, 4 o'clock, 4:10 at the latest.
Wine today, Frank?
Red wine or white?
Sit down, have his wine, watch basketball, baseball, whatever was on, and minded his own business.
We come here on Thursdays for lunch. He would be here, and he'd be here later for happy hour, every day for happy hour. And some days, I'm told, between lunch and happy hour, he didn't leave. He was still here.
I'd always see Frank in here. It's the only place I would see him, except when we moved into the area, I saw him at Fry's. So we both scared each other because we were out of our space. So it was like, Frank, it's you. So that's the moment I remember.
Always sat in that chair, but always gave up the chair. Like if there was other people here, he always just, the perfect gentleman, moved on down, and sometimes we'd see him halfway down the bar, but that was his chair.
Hello, sweetie. How are you? That's what I remember.
We always started very simple, and sometimes this is where we ended it. Frank walks in and hi Frank, how you doing? Hi Joe, how are you? 15 minutes of dead air.
So Frank, you watching a movie tonight? And which one are you gonna watch? I don't know, maybe Casablanca, maybe Gone with the Wind. I don't know, whatever.
He loved to talk about Hollywood. So he might say, did you hear Robin Williams died? Or did you see the royal wedding in Britain? Or did you see, so-and-so got married, or they're coming out with a new movie? He loved Hollywood.
And he literally probably had 600 VHS videos that he collected over the years.
He has more videotapes than I've ever seen in my life outside of a Blockbuster.
He would at least watch one or try to watch one a night, and it was amazing. And he remembered almost everything about it. He was a Hollywood historian almost.
One, for his 80th birthday, I think we all got him a DVD player. He never used it. He stuck with his VHS movies. So here's to you, Frank.
He wasn't an open guy. He was very quiet, very reserved, but if you got him talking, he would tell you stories that'd just be like, wow. It was amazing.
I think my favorite memory of Frank is, actually it was the last night that I saw him. He had this camera that it was really, really old, and this is the most I've ever heard Frank talk. He was talking about this camera, how much he liked the camera, but he looked all over, he couldn't find film for it. But just listening to him talk about something that he cared about a lot, I think was really one of my favorite moments with him. And also going to Joe's birthday party with him is pretty fun.
I would used to call him, and a lot of other customers would call him Frankie. And he hated being called Frankie. I don't know if you guys know that, but he would tell me, that is not my name. And so I was like, all right, from here on out, never Frankie again, So then I just started calling him honey and sweetie, and he'd be like, okay, honey bunny, and like kind of make it funny back at me, like he was kind of making fun of me, but it ended up turning into something very endearing.
My favorite stories about Frank involve watching him with these women. My wife, Margarita, loved Frank, as did lots of women.
A lot of girlfriends, including Victoria and I and Kathy.
He had more women than Tiger Woods, and he didn't even play golf.
When Frank and I interacted, it was like a little secret. Only him and I knew what we were discussing.
I didn't know he was cheating on me. That really upset me, but I'm over it.
He just was kind to everybody, little sarcastic, little flirtatious.
Loved our conversations between Joe and Brooke and whoever was here. And he would laugh along with us.
When he thought something was funny, you didn't always know if Frank was listening to what was going on, but every once in a while he'd just have most genuine, authentic giggle, laugh at something, and it was heartwarming.
And every now and then throw in a one-liner and Joe would be stunned. Like, where'd that come from?
We all loved him. He was a pleasure to be around. I moved into this area in 2000, and I've known him since then, and he's just been a fixture.
He was just a great man, great guy. Glad I got to know him. Well, miss him.
I'll always cherish and remember him as one of my favorite people.
Frank, I'm going to miss you so much. I already miss you.
We miss you, bud. We really do.
I miss seeing your face and your warm hug and your smile and just your kindness and your presence. We're always just so friendly and heartwarming, and I will always, always miss that.
Frank, here's to you, here's to me. If we should ever disagree, sweet dreams.
Cheers and rest in peace, my friend.
You will truly be missed.